Okay, so this is a reading for Sagittarius for the month of December. I'm going to be going over your immediate past, your immediate present, your immediate future. The immediate past has 3 cards, so does the present, so does the future, with the energy that is surrounding you, and then the advice card moving forward. So this reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you do not know your Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, please go to Cafe Astrology and plug in your information as far as when you were born. You'll see it. You just want to go to Cafe Astrology, or you could just Google birth chart or natal chart. Cafe Astrology is usually the first one that comes up for that. It tells you the positioning of the planets surrounding your birth. And that definitely affects certain energies and moods during certain times of the year, during certain times where planets move and shift. As this is a reading for Sagittarius, it will resonate with some Sagittarius. Some of it will not resonate. Some of you it will not resonate for, because it's not a message for every Sagittarian. It is a message for those Sagittarians that need to hear it. So as you are watching it, if you get into the first 5 minutes and nothing is resonating, it's probably not for you. This could be the energy surrounding you or the people around you. But it's definitely for the month of December. Coming out of November, going into the month of December. So, again, I appreciate you guys watching. Yeah, let's get started. Shoot, let's go ahead and get with it. All right, so your immediate, let me keep it on me a little bit. Your immediate past is the Page of Wands, and then we have 2 cards supporting that. You can see. So it is the 6 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Because it came out in reverse, I read it reverse. Okay? So your current past is the Page of Wands. This is actually, the Wands is fire signs, and Sagittarius is a fire, along with Leo and Aries. The Page of Wands actually represents it's like a childlike energy. Someone who's very excited, very passionate, very positive and optimistic, but they don't think things through. You might be excited about a certain idea or a plan, a relationship, a business venture, anything of that sort, but you hadn't thought things through. Okay? And that was your current past energy. When I say current past, it could be maybe last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. But this was your current past energy. Okay? So, the first card that supports this is going to be the, 4 of Pentacles. But the 4 of Pentacles was in reverse. When it's like this, it represents someone who holds on to their money. You see how he's holding on to his finances? He's gained it. He's very, maybe someone who's frugal, a little cheap. But it came out in reverse. That means you are not sparing your money. You are not being stingy. You are not hoarding your money. The 6 of Pentacles came out right side up. And that's someone who money comes in and they share it. This is a time for sharing. So if you've been working hard, if you've been away from family or your loved one, or anything like this, you have the money, the fruit of your labor has come in, and you're sharing it. So you're not being stingy, you're sharing your money, but you're not really thinking the things through. You could be overspending, Sagittarius, you could be overspending. And it doesn't always have to be money, it could be sharing of time. You could be giving too much time and attention to a certain person and neglecting others. It could be that as well. Okay, so that's or you could have, because I want to say past tense, because this is the immediate past. So past tense, you're not really thinking things through. Your energy is good, but you're not really thinking things through. It also could represent a positive message that came in. It could represent a positive message that came in. But I don't think it might be for some of you. Maybe you weren't being stingy. You were sharing. You know, you were out here just loving on folks. And some positive news came your way. A text message, a phone call, email. Someone could have reached out to you that you've been waiting to hear from, like a child. You're excited. You kind of, I don't want to say vulnerable, but you're kind of giddy and excited, but you're not thinking things through completely. You might be sharing your energy with someone and they're picking up on it and a message comes through. Sagittarian. Could be a Virgo, Leo, or Taurus, since this is air. This is earth. So it could be that as well for some of you. You could be giving away a lot of your time, a lot of your good vibes, and the earth sign is picking up on that and reaching out to you. Or it could be you're just sharing a lot of your energy and maybe neglecting others and not thinking about it because you're in such a happy space. It could go either way. So let's move on to your present. Your present is 3 of Wands. Fire. Again, this is you, Sagittarian. Your focus. You're starting to focus. You're starting to plan. You have your 3 wands, but it's not enough. You're trying to figure out what's your next move. The supporting cards we have for that is the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the 4 of Cups in reverse. Both of these are childlike energies. Usually this represents someone young, someone who's disciplined and focused. They like to learn, they're hardworking, good with their hands. But it came out in reverse. This could mean, or could be that, I know what it means, but some of you, because it came out in reverse, it would be the opposite. Some of you are not disciplined. You're not really I'm not going to say you're not disciplined in a bad way. You're not focusing on discipline. You're not focusing on working hard. You're not focusing on that. You might not just be focusing on work. You might be taking a break. But then the card next to it is the Page of Cups, which is another childlike energy. This is usually someone who's extremely, very sensitive, kind, gentle. People usually like them. They can be socially, I don't want to say awkward, but just socially a little reserved. You see how he's paying attention? Like he's paying attention to a party that's that way. Like he had the party, but he ain't participating. He's just kind of paying attention to his surroundings. But this one came up upside down. You're not in tune. Usually this is someone who's very in tune and very sensitive. Cups is water. Cups is water. Water sounds like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But you're not in tune. You're not working hard. You're not disciplining yourself and you're not in tune. Or it could be that you're just not in tune with the work right now. And you're plotting and planning for something that you're passionate about. Sagittarians, you guys are extremely passionate. You like to travel. This could very well much be you planning planning to go on a trip, planning to enjoy your life, planning to enjoy the money that comes in, that had came in already. The money that you worked for. But you could be traveling. Some of you. And some of you are just planning. You have your 3 wands, but you know it's more work to be done. You know it's more work to be done. Right? And you're not tuned in. You're not tuned in to the outside world. And you're not really working. You're just kind of plotting and planning. You're standing still and you're plotting and planning your next move. Some of you. And again, some of you could be just traveling. Taking a break from work. Taking a break from people. And wanting to travel. Wanting to get away. Sagittarians don't like to sit still too long. They like to travel. They like to move. They like to go places and meet new people and live They like things that interest them, like most of us do, but Sagittarians for sure. They have to stay on the go. That's a lot with fire signs, though. I've noticed that a lot with fire signs. All right, moving on to your future, your immediate future. So this would be coming out of November, going into December. Well, the card that you have is the Seven of Pentacles. So some of you were focusing and replanning. You hadn't been working. You hadn't been tuned in from the present. And you were the Three of Wands. I mean, then you got back to the three. I ain't going to say got back, but you got to a place of focus. And you realigned. You got your stuff together. You figured out what your next move is, what you want to do. And then moving forward, you're the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is someone who's worked hard, planted the seed, watered the seed, had patience with the seed. And they see that the seed is starting to grow. And they know that the harvest is coming and the reward is coming. So the hard work that you're doing, or whatever, and it don't necessarily have to be a job either. Wherever your energy and your time is flowing, you're reaping the harvest of it. You're reaping the harvest of it in the future, coming into December. Wherever your energy and your time is going, your passion and your desire, the things that you really want, because you have been patient, it's coming. And you see it's coming. You know it's coming. You know it's coming. Let's see your supporting cards. You have the Sun. The Sun usually just represents, well, the Sun is a good card anyway because it brings in good news, good fortune, relationships. This is a really good card. But it also, for me, I feel like in this reading, it's just, it illuminates. So it shines it shines a light on things. Right? But then immediately you have the Moon. The Sun usually helps you to see, and the Moon usually makes you kind of fall back. You're contemplating. You're a little confused. You're not really sure. You see she has the gold, like a ring around her eye, and the two golden swords. Like she's at a standstill. Still, she's stuck. She's confused. Right? But eventually you get back into this Seven of Pentacles. I don't know how you got to the Seven of Pentacles. So let me just clarify. But to back up, the energy that's surrounding this whole spread is the Magician. So the Magician is someone who manipulates things. They have all the access to all the resources, right? And on your spread, you have fire, you have earth, you have air, you have water. Your immediate past, present, and future. So this is letting you know that you can do all things. You have access to all things. The Magician is like you're the manifester of your life. It can go however you want it to go. That's the energy that's surrounding this whole spread. This is the energy that's surrounding your whole spread. So it can go exactly how you want it to go. But let me see in your immediate future, because we have the Sun that illuminates. But then we had a Two of Cups where you're at a standstill and you're a little confused. But ultimately you get to the Seven of Pentacles where you're patient and you've done the work and you're reaping the reward. But let me clarify a little bit with this Two of Swords. What are you confused about? Or what would you be confused about going into your future? Excuse me. Spirit guide, ancestral guides, creator of all truth. I ask that you clarify this Two of Swords. What is this Two of Swords? Spirit guide, ancestral guides, creator of all truth. What is this Two of Swords? Judgment. Got a Judgment card. Let's see. Judgment is known as the karmic card. As you sow, so shall you reap. The results of the seeds you have previously planted. Hello. Okay. The results of the seeds you previously planted and your past efforts are now being rewarded as a card depicting resurrection and indicates renewal and revival, dormant matters coming back to life. With the Judgment card, it is possible to make a new start, but it is important to take stock before previously moving forward again. There is a general feeling of rejuvenation and health. Matters show improvement. This card represents a time to be happy and new beginnings. I already told you that the sun is always a good card. It illuminates, it brings in good fortune, it brings in good relationships, it brings in good health, it brings in all of that stuff. But for some reason, you don't feel like, and this is what I'm picking up on, you don't feel like you deserve it. I don't know why you feel like that though. You've sown good seeds. You've shared. In your past, you've shared, remember? The Six of Pentacles, that's someone who's collected the pentacles and did the hard work, and now is the time for them to enjoy the fruits of their labor and to share with the loved ones, right? You weren't stingy with it. You weren't thoughtful. You didn't think everything through. You just did it. But you're reaping. Moving forward, you're going to be reaping. You're going to be reaping with patience and with hard work. You reaped. You fell back a little bit from work. You stopped tuning in to people around you. You got focus. You got your 3 wands, but you know it's more that you want to attain. You know there's more places that you want to go. And your reward is coming. Because we have the sun. We have the sun. The sun brings in all the good shit. Right? You were confused, but I just pulled a card for you. The Judgment card that says whatever you reap, you sow. This is a good card. So whatever you're confused about, why you might be feeling like you don't deserve this, it's untrue. You're reaping what you've sown in the past, in your immediate past. You focused. You focused your energy. You focused your energy. Because see, a lot of times we think that staying busy and going to get the money is what brings us the desires of our heart, the things that we truly want. But that's not so. It's about placing your attention and your energy and your focus on the things that your heart desires. On the things that your heart desires. Remember, your past was a very optimistic, childlike energy. It's Sagittarian energy, fire energy, desire, passion. Well, you know, someone who just has ideas and lots of things that they want to do, and they're positive about life, and they feel like they can have it all, and you can. And you can. And you will. And you will. Because the things that you sow, you're reaping. So you might some of you might run into feeling confused, but don't be, okay? Don't be confused. Don't second guess yourself. Don't go back in your mind thinking of what you might have misstepped or miscalculated or anything like that. Don't do that to yourself. You're reaping your harvest. You're reaping your harvest. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Don't be so harsh on yourself, because the judgment that's coming on you is not about maybe the 1 or 2 things that you might not have did at your very best. It's about the seeds that you sown. You know, how you weren't stingy and how you shared. I just want you guys to understand that, because that's what came out in your spread. So whatever you did in the past, how you're focusing right now, your future is looking really good with the Seven of Pentacles. Okay? And remember, you're the Magician right now. That's the energy around you. The Magician can manifest, create, manipulate, move things in the way that he wants it to go. You just have to be confident. You just have to know it. You need confidence. When you start to feel like this, like the Two of Swords, second guessing yourself, you standing still, you doubtful, remember you are the Magician. Remember you are the Magician. And then the advice card overall was the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is someone who is tuned in. They're very sensitive, gentle, kind, sweet people. They have good energy. Everything around them they pay attention to. So your advice card for December is to stay tuned in. Pay attention. It's okay to keep your childlike energy. It's okay to make your plans and have passion and desire for the things that you want, your dreams. But you need to get back tuned in. Because remember, presently you done tuned out. And you're not focusing on work. You're focusing on your dreams. And that could be dreams of putting yourself in a better financial place. It could be dreams of certain relationships that you want to mend and rebuild. But you got to stay tuned in moving forward. Stay tuned into your surroundings. Be sensitive to your surroundings. Don't disregard anything. And watch your mouth, Sagittarius. Okay? Because your mouths, watch the words that you say and how you say them to people. And that might be why you kind of confused on why all these blessings coming. Like, what's going on? Why? What's with this what's with this sun energy surrounding me? I don't know if I deserve all of that. I done said some crazy shit. Because y'all know y'all can say some crazy stuff. Y'all have no filters. I live with a Sagittarius, so I know. Be mindful of the things you say. Pay attention to the people around you. And it's not that y'all even do it maliciously. You don't. You have very honest energy. I think you guys are very honest. And sometimes that honesty can kind of push people away. People are either going to love you or people are going to hate you. But you're very genuine people. So genuinely watch your fucking words. Pay attention to your surroundings. Be sensitive to your surroundings. Don't disregard the things coming up. Pay attention. I feel like some of you have been getting signs. Your gut has been telling you things. Don't disregard it moving in the future. Don't disregard it. And they're good things too. It's not bad things I'm saying. They're good things. You might see number sequences. You might feel like deja vu. You might have dreams. You might feel like you need to go play that scratch off or play that number. It could be a number of things, but intuitively there are things that are tapping at you, and it's not in a negative way. I know a lot of times we think intuitively is like, oh, watch out for some bad shit that's coming. It's not like that. It's pay attention because they trying to give you what you done sold now. This the future that you can have where your patience and your focus and your work pays off. And again, when I say work in this spread, I don't think it's about like working like you go to work and shit like that. I think it's about like the work that you put into the things that you really desire. So that is your spread, Sagittarius, for the end of November going into December. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Peace and many blessings to you. Oh, and if you like it, please leave a comment, subscribe. If this does not resonate with you or you don't like it, I don't really care to hear. Just don't watch it no more. Okay?